It's up to you to get there.
Jack O'Connor has never made a late change to his starting team in his 7 previous finals, and he continues that tradition today. David Clifford is in the form of his life after another amazing year and has been assisted up front by Seanie O'Shea and his brother Paddy, who are all hitting maximum power at the right time. Mark O'Shea began the year as 4th choice midfielder, but has taken advantage of injuries to claim a starting place, like Mike Breen, who's also impressed in their defence since being introduced earlier in the year. Michael Murphy made his sensational comeback for days like this, and the 35-year-old has been in brilliant form, and he brings that into his 3rd All-Ireland final. Keelan McGonigal is a late change to the Donegal team, with Hugh McFadden moving to the bench. Goalkeeper Sean Patton is one of the most influential players in the game, and today he plays his 101st game for his county. The sun is out, the conditions absolutely perfect. Kerry won the toss. They will attack the Davin stand end of Croke Park, and the All-Ireland final is on, and off we go. Here comes Gavin White, the Kerry captain, right down the middle. Kerry might favour attacking down the middle and try and keep Donegal out wide, and that's Dylan Gainey, and the first score is after 13 seconds. A pre-rehearsed move from the catch in the middle of the field. Kerry lead.
Outstanding from Gavin White and Dylan Gainey. I'm expecting him to have a huge game today.
Ryan McHugh. And Donegal with Oisin Gallen got 1-2 against Meath. He was brilliant that day. Gallen been tracked by Paul Murphy. Gallen takes it on, and Gallen has scored. Donegal equalise. Real calm, and that's a big start for Gallen.
Oisin Gallen on the loop, and again another fella that if he gets ball and he gets firing, seriously dangerous.
As you look around the stadium, it's very difficult to tell who's got more support. It's all green and gold. Kerry hanging onto the ball. Paddy Clifford for 2. Clifford didn't quite catch that. Oh, it's gone over for 1. It's gone over for 1. Clifford with the ball in, and the finish by Sean O'Brien.
Yeah, Sean O'Brien drifting inside to occupy to make sure that those sweepers can't do exactly what they want. You see David Clifford out here in the 10 position, McCall with him. He's taken him out of the mix at the moment, so Donegal are obviously down a defender in that zone of defence momentarily, Dara.
Here's Gavin White. White soloing off his right. Gavin White through. Scores again, 3-1. This is a brisk start for the Munster champions. This is Keelan McGonigal, the late addition to the starting 15. He's a big player for Donegal. He's a big game player, and this is the biggest game of the lot. And McGonigal scores for Donegal. So Kerry have put the 2 probably tallest players in their team in close to Sean Patton's goal. Gavin White has played really well already, and that's gone over again. And Gavin White has been one of the key men in this Kerry display. They've only been playing for 5 minutes. He's had the ball loads.
It's an incredible start from him, Dara. He had the initial drive that led to the first point of the game for Dylan Gainey.
Quicker attack this time from Kerry. Seanie O'Shea surrounded. Arriving at pace is Mark O'Shea. They switch the ball wide again. Dylan Gainey didn't like the image in front of him, and here's an effort, and it's another score for Kerry. 5 attacks, 5 scores, and Paddy Clifford gets his first. 5-3.
Ferocious accuracy by both sides, Darren, not alone in their shooting but in their skill set.
That's a loose one. Donegal surprisingly give the ball away. You don't expect those kind of mistakes. Here's David Clifford for 2. McCall couldn't get close enough to him. Clifford! Paddy's at it now, David's at it, and that's for 2 points. First 2-pointer in an All-Ireland final.
As you mentioned, so unlike Donegal, read well by Paddy Clifford. 2-pointer, huge score.
The captain is Graham O'Sullivan, 12 on his back. He's had a really good year. David Clifford, this is for 2 again. He gave that absolutely everything. That's superb from David Clifford. You expect nothing less.
He was inside at the centre of the D that time, and he came in the loop and again got a quick shot away, unbelievably accurate. Kerry
doing things on their terms at the moment. Gavin White, that's into Sean O'Brien. O'Brien has started really well. This is for 1, and Kerry can do no wrong at the moment, and Donegal are rocking. It's 10 points to 3.
It's all in their terms, Dara. They're doing everything very accurately. You mentioned it already. Sean O'Brien went in there, came out in the centre of the D. Fellas are being marked. The zonal defence is being pulled apart, and Kerry's accuracy is telling.
So So Patton goes out towards Michael Murphy. There was some pushing in there. It's a free to Donegal. And Kerry look really open. Here's Ryan McHugh. Gallen is to his right. It's gone out to Oisin Gallen. Oisin Gallen for his second point, and they needed that. It just steadies them down. It's a fine score, all very quick, all very accurate.
To be fair to Kerry, in those situations when you're pressing as they are, they're going to give up scores like that.
David Clifford, oh now, that is Brendan McCole, and the referee decides that that was accidental.
Yeah, we'll see it here. It was, to be fair, his left foot clipped David as he was chasing him there. There was nothing deliberate about it. It is a free, correct decision from Brendan Cawley. Good opportunity for Sean Shea now for another two-pointer. Kerry are certainly making that count in the first half. If Shawnee gets this one, it'll be their third one.
Sean O'Shea for 2 points, and that's what he's done. So 3 of them. Peadar Mogan for Donegal. They are 8 points behind. And that is a free to Kerry. Ball given back quickly, and the counter could cause havoc for Donegal. David Clifford to capitalise, and Clifford, you know, he's brilliant in those situations and further out. What a start.
What a start. And was it Dylan Gainey that forced the turnover? I'm not 100% sure. I think it was. Ended up with David after the ball had been dropped short.
Michael Langan, and that's going to be its advantage being played. Now it's Shane O'Donnell for Donegal. Here's Ryan McHugh again. He missed Michael Murphy. Referee's playing an advantage. Oisin Gallen doesn't need the advantage, or does he? No, he doesn't. Point scored. Really good attack from Donegal.
Just highlights their danger, and from Kerry's point of view there, you mentioned they've had a couple of wides. They've got a bit untidy. Donegal in an instant can be up. Shane O'Donnell, as he does so often, making the key pass in that move. He's brilliant at even adjusting the hand that's holding the ball, adjusting the height of that to get the hand passes away if he's under pressure.
Shane Ryan's kick out. That was broken away from Mark O'Shea. Listen to the Donegal crowd. Here goes Conor O'Donnell. O'Donnell surging through. Casey comes across to meet him. Conor O'Donnell steadies down, takes the shot and scores. 2 in a row for Donegal. First time they've managed that in the game.
Yeah, great score. Brilliant pace from Conor O'Donnell. They won the breaking ball when it came out long. He attacked at pace then.
Ryan McHugh. Conor O'Donnell. Michael Murphy fancies a go. This will be for 1 from Michael Murphy. There you go. That's 3 in a row for Donegal. So it's now down to 6 points. Short kick out works for Shane Ryan and company. Paul Murphy. Oh, Murphy in trouble. Oisin Gallen. And now Michael Murphy. Straight line towards goal. Murphy takes the point, and now it's Kerry's turn to look really wobbly. 4 without reply for the Ulster champions.
Yeah, great intensity, great turnover, and then forcing the turnover to score. Huge cheer.
Dylan Gainey. Now look at Brino Bugli. He's been in this position all game when they attack. Mark O'Shea couldn't hang on. It's back out to Dylan Gainey, and the Dingle man gets the score. So that's 2 without reply for Kerry.
That's brilliant, Dara. That's the stereotypical way I'd expect to try and pick his zonal defence apart.
So Michael Murphy has gone in close enough to Shane Ryan. We haven't seen Donegal try and kick the ball in on top of him. Did a bit of it in the first half of the Ulster final. That is Conor O'Donnell, and O'Donnell was tracked by Graham O'Sullivan, but O'Sullivan wasn't close enough to him, and that's a really fantastic score by Conor O'Donnell. Donegal haven't kicked a wide.
So typical of their efficiency, that when they get the shots away, they're generally so accurate.
Shane O'Donnell from St. Eunan's. Shane O'Donnell through. Kerry gave him way too much space. Jason Foley, you could see him kind of punch the air. He wasn't happy with what was happening around him. That's point number 10. Here is David Clifford. There's the urgency. There's the shot from Clifford for 2, and he's got another one. And that has worked absolutely perfectly for Kerry, and it gives them a massive boost at half-time, scoring another 2-pointer. So there is a Donegal substitution. I'll confirm that in a minute. Had Kerry on the attack straight away. Hugh McFadden is on. Keelan McColgan has gone off. So Hugh McFadden on, named to start, of course, but left out of the team by Jim McGuinness. Here is Shawnee O'Shea for 1 point for the first score of the second half, and he's nailed it. Toddy Clifford. Toddy Clifford. David thought about the move, and look at that, there was a slip from McCole, and Clifford's in. That was beautiful. How many times have they done that in the back garden over the years?
That was gorgeous, brilliant.
8 points for David Clifford.
All from play, Dara.
Shane O'Donnell. Hugh McFadden is ahead of him. Oisin Gallant ran straight into Joe O'Connor, and then it's a battle, and it's a free in. Donegal getting a free in. And now we're talking about the referee. The Kerry supporters don't like this call.
Brendan Cawley saying Jason holding the arms.
So Michael Murphy to chip away at that Kerry lead. Now Kerry been made to work a little bit, but they're picking their way through this intense Donegal cover. It's lovely from Sean O'Brien. Toddy Clifford free again. Clifford with the score. That is a brilliant, brilliant team score, and it just sums up what that team are all about.
It was outstanding. It was football that won it for them there and got that score there. Ended up with Paddy, finished it. Excellent score. Great football.
Shorter kick out, Paul Murphy. That did it not. I don't think it breached the 40-metre arc. He took the ball inside the arc, so that's a potential issue for Kerry. It's a free, certainly, for Michael Murphy. Michael Murphy trying to punish them and succeeding too, and if anyone can, Michael can. Here come Donegal. Shawnee O'Shea. There's a foul against him. Advantage being played, and we're going to get the free now as Keelan McGonigal ran straight at him. Going fast now. Conor O'Donnell for Donegal, and they're on a bit of a roll. That's their 4th point. Outscoring Kerry since the match restarted. It's better from Donegal.
Brilliant catch of Mike Langan. Conor O'Donnell continuing with his excellent game. Great score from him.
Shawnee O'Shea. Oh, there's some space, a lot of space for Dylan Gainey. In that Donegal defensive system, you just don't expect that to happen. And Dylan Gainey was just all on his own.
Yeah, look, he's an excellent forward. I had him in school, Dara. He's a great finisher. We haven't seen enough of it from so far this year. Because of the obsession with the likes of David Clifford, he's getting space. Donegal away here in their kick-out.
At pace, Darragh O'Bwiel. Options left and right. O'Bwiel still carrying it. Joe O'Connor just left him alone. They come back out to Conor O'Donnell, and Donegal. Brilliant counter-attack. They've been doing that all year. We just haven't seen enough of it from them so far today. 6 points, the deficit. Finbar Rorty. This is their 11th game. Michael Langan. Shane O'Donnell turned back in, then gets it back onto his left. Another score for Donegal. They're figuring it out.
They are, and Jason McGee is a big addition. He's come on, he's contesting kickouts. He won that one, ended up setting it up. The O'Donnells, both Shane and Conor, are having massive games.
Mike Breen. Gavin White. Joe O'Connor. And White's got in around the back. Brilliant from Gavin White. Goes with the fist. Absolutely superb. Remember the way he started the game? He was just different class, and he's back at it again, the Kerry captain. 5 points is the lead. Serious contest this is now. 5 points between the teams. Jason McGee. Advantage been played, free in, and Kerry are being forced to give away fouls and concede frees in really good positions for Michael Murphy. So Michael Murphy with his 5th point of the second half. It's 4 again. Dylan Casey, Toddy Clifford, and Graham O'Sullivan. Toddy again. There was a little bit of a gap there, and Toddy gets the foul, coming together with Tanner Mogan. Kieran Moore was close enough to it as well. And And Shane Ryan's coming forward again. This all wastes some seconds as well. The Donegal management team, they have tried everything. They've thrown the lot at Kerry in the second half, and it's brought them to within 4. That can be pushed out to 6 now, and Seanie O'Shea has done just that for 2 points from the free. Shane Ryan, that was Diarmuid O'Connor, and this is Gavin White. We've said that a lot today. Paudie Clifford wants to move quickly. Graham O'Sullivan not getting ahead of it. Paudie Clifford can go right or left. Joe O'Connor is there, and Clifford goes with the fist to tap on another point, and there's the 7-point cushion restored. It was that way at half-time, and now there's just 10 minutes left.
Gavin White is playing outstanding again today. Gave the pass to Paudie. He went and finished it, his 3rd point from play.
Shane O'Donnell, Michael Murphy, quick hands, slick hands. Darragh O'Bweel, he could have put Rorty in around the back. Darragh O'Bweel, and O'Bweel was put under pressure. That has to draw back in, and he's managed to do it. That's a fantastic finish from Darragh O'Bweel. It looked like he had been put off right at the end. Point number 19.
Great score from Darragh O'Bweel, and it keeps Donegal. They're just not going away. They won't go away.
Kerry waiting for a stoppage in play to get Morley on the field. Graham O'Sullivan. David Clifford lost out to Brendan McCole. That isn't repeated, doesn't happen 2 times in a row. Clifford one way, then the other. Clifford off his right boot. He wants his masterpiece, and today could be the day. It really could, with just over 5 minutes to go.
Yeah, great ball inside from Graham Sullivan. David, when he got it, as you mentioned, they have it here again, Dara. Goal.
Here they go again. David Clifford can finish it now. Patton's out of his line. David Clifford stopped off the line. Wow, absolutely brilliant by Conor O'Donnell. How important will that be? We haven't been talking about goal chances all day. This was huge.
Yeah, they had to finish it between David and Seanie O'Shea. They had intercepted the kick out. They were in. Now, it's massive credit to Conor O'Donnell. He went back and got it back off the line.
We're in the last minute, and Kerry can just keep this now and cruise all the way to the winning line and another All-Ireland title. They're trying to finish with a flourish. Joe O'Connor. O'Connor, a goal! Remember his goal against Cork in the Munster semi-final? But Joe O'Connor, an all-star in the making, maybe more. Cue the celebrations. Kerry, with 30 seconds to go, are champions of Ireland again.
What a goal. You would have thought that they might have just chipped it over the bar at that stage, but Joe O'Connor hadn't scored today. He'd worked, he'd won breaks, he'd won kickouts, but when he got the chance, he wasn't going to miss. Fantastic finish.
Michael Langan, Conor O'Donnell. The roar around Croke Park is Kerry, Kerry, Kerry. O'Donnell blocked down. Gavin White there. He'll have a speech to do very shortly. But we mentioned at the top that football was rebranded, reborn. But the more it changes, the more it stays the same. And Kerry, under the new rules, are the All-Ireland champions for the 39th time. 2025 belongs to Jack O'Connor, a 5th All-Ireland title for him. And Kerry, well, they're just over the moon. Confirmation of the full-time score at Croke Park in Dublin. Kerry 126, Donegal 19 points.